up. Let me know if you got it there. How's that looking? Can you see it?
Yeah, we can see it. Yes, sir.
Okay. Well, this is that good-looking secret app, and we're going to get going. So I'm going to do this really quickly. Hopefully you guys can record if you need it. There are some additional training videos in the app. So real quick, I'm going to do an overview of the whole app, how to share, how to do basic contact management, and then I'm going to get into the real intense part about the experience pack and how to share those and follow up properly to get that conversion. So here we go. So right off the bat, there's 3 sections of the app. These are the recruiting features down here. You've got a banner you can see coming across. Always check that out because you're going to have some new information there. And then the upper left is a admin menu. This is where you can go in here and see some training videos. You can log into your back office here. You can purchase credits. And then one thing I want to make sure you know about is if you have a problem with the app, this contact us button, you'll go into it and it'll say any problems with the app, please click here. Submit a ticket. Our team really knows what to do to support you. And make sure you put in there what kind of phone you're using and try to be more specific than, hey, I can't share, or hey, this didn't work. Try to give me a little more information where you are in the app, that type of thing, and our team members will work with you and hook you up. So that's how that works. So now let's get into sharing. So you go into the share button right here, you tap it, and there's a couple things going on. First thing, you get what's called an intermediate page, and we separated it so when you do experience pack follow-up, you can go right to there. It's very targeted. But we're going to go into the main share grid right now. And the main share grid is awesome. You can see that if you're in the US, in the upper right, you got a little toggle. If you're in Canada, you can switch it over just like that. The reason that's important is that's for where your prospect is. If you're in the US and you're going to prospect somebody in Canada, go ahead and tap it. Go like this, hit Canada, apply, and you're going to have your content there. I want you to do that because that labels that prospect as a Canadian prospect, okay? But then if you go back here, you go right back to the US, no problem. So within this, you have a number of headers and subheaders of content. So if you want to, you can use this collapse expand button real quick. It's very easy. It allows you to find things very, very quickly. So see that feature? So make sure you use it. You can go back out to expand, and it does it like that. It's an up, down, left, right, Netflix type experience right there. Very easy. You have share and post. Share is for your text, your email, your WhatsApp, your Facebook Messenger, a Telegram, whatever chat apps you want to use. Post is for Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter. That's what that's for. Don't hit post and then use Messenger. It's not going to work, and you'll see that in a minute. So then if you want to share, you can go up and down. Don't forget, you can play the video right here and watch it yourself, but I'm going to go through a typical share sequence right here. I'm going to tap share, and what you're going to see is what we call a sample message. You're going to be able to change it. Don't worry about it. It's just there for a lot of people who are just comfortable with having something written for them by corporate. So it's there for you, but you're more than welcome to change it. So this is just a preview page, as it says here. Just hit next. And this is where you add the person you're going to send to. Now, most of your warm market's going to be in your address book, and that's what this is for, okay? That's what that's for. Existing prospects is once you start marketing, you don't want to create a duplicate record. So if you've already shared once to somebody, they're already going to be in the existing prospects. But most of you, it's going to be a new prospect, right? And if you just met them at Starbucks, you just type in their first and last name and maybe their mobile number and you go. If you only know them on Messenger, let's say, and you only know their first name like Steve Smith, you could just type in their first and last name and keep going. You don't have to have all the information. So what I'm going to recommend you do is put yourself in your own address book on your phone. Just put yourself in there, name, address, phone number, email, and then prospect yourself. See how it looks. It'll be so much clearer when you do that. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and go to new device prospects. I'm going to find myself, and just so you can see how this works, very easy. Find it. Tap mobile, tap email. I have both on myself. So this is how you load people into the system. This is how people become prospects, through the act of sharing. You don't load a whole boatload of people into your address book. We don't want 3,000 or 4,000 people in there. There's a lot of reasons why. You know who you're going to market to. You know who your primary targets are. They're in your address book, or you know who they are. Just go on, get in and start sharing with them, okay? So I'm going to hit next. And now I have all of these chat apps loaded on my phone. The app is smart. It knows whether they're there or not. If you don't have them, then they're not going to show up. If you want to use them, add them to your app. The app will see them. Very simple and to the point. I'm going to do a text though, okay? But you can tap, move around. It's really easy. But I'm going to use text. When you don't have a reminder set for a prospect, it's going to ask you for a reminder. The app knows if you have a reminder. If it's a new prospect, of course you don't. So you set a basic reminder or no. Okay, I'm going to do a quick 3-day reminder just so you can see it. This is when the app's going to pull up the text. There it is. This is where you can change it. You see how I'm tapping? You can change that. Do not mess with this right here, though. This link involves you. It involves your prospect and this specific piece of media. So you don't want to copy it and post it anywhere either. This is a link designed for you, that prospect, and that particular video. So I'm going to share it real quick. It's going to come in. I'm going to get a text message right there. And this is what your prospect sees. Very easy, very to the point. They tap on the link. It's going to take them to a very clean landing page that includes the video you're sharing. It's going to have your replicated website here. It's going to have your replicated information here. So that's the beauty of it. It's turnkey. It uses the connection between us and your back office to do all that. Okay, I'm going to watch the video for a second, and sometimes it blows out my email. I mean my demo, but it didn't here. Yep, it does. So I'm going to stop it. Okay, hold on. Let me go to it. Let me stop it. Okay, there we go. So what I'm going to show you is what I got in was a video viewed. So let's see what happens here. Hold on. Oh, come on. Where's my air server? Did I have to redo that? Maybe. Give me a second, everybody. I guess playing the video made my whole thing not very happy.
Yeah, that happens sometimes, John, when you, and it's also probably the sharing when you're premiering like that.
Yeah, let me see what's going on here. Let me reshare. I don't seem to have it. Hold on, air server. I got it. Hold on. Okay, give me 1 second. I will be back in the game here in a minute, I hope.
Yeah, no problem. You work on that, and, you know, as everybody is.
Okay, here we go. So, yep, that's coming. And so basically what I did is I sent the video. I wanted you guys to see that. And
is it up yet, John? We don't see it.
No, hold on 1 second. I'm going to reshare now.
Okay.
Hold on. Boop. Here we go. It should share the screen. I know I got it going. Give me 1 second. Here, let me close this out and reshare. Yeah. Hold on. I got it.
And John, I'll just keep going until it comes back up. And so everybody, as everybody's listening, you know what you're. Okay, yep, I think we might get it right there.
Okay, so this is the alert that came in the second I started watching the video, and I'll pick up from here. So what you're going to see is the second somebody watches the video, you're going to get an alert, and it's going to start tracking the percentage of the video. Let me close this out. So now that I know that, I'm going to go now to the prospects button, okay? And I'm going to kick on over here. And what I'm going to do is use a feature I really like. It's called Filter and Sort Recent Activity. And that ranks all the activity from most recent to least recent. I call it Where's the Fire button, okay? So if you're at the long end of a long day of work or whatever you're doing, you want to get into the recruiting mode again, if you want to see what's been going on in your app, what you've done and what somebody else has done, you use that Filter and Sort Recent Activity, and it'll tell you who's been interacting. So you can see I watched less than 10%. You can see I got a follow-up, okay, on the 24th. I'm going to tap on that. I'm going to back it up to Friday, hit okay. And that means you're going to get an alert precisely at 6:12 telling you to follow up with this person. You can also tap right on it. It'll show you the latest action, what you showed. But then the magic of our system for contact management is the 3 buttons. You tap on it real quick. It's going to allow you to call, text, or email with the touch of a button, set a new reminder, delete, but go to prospect details. This is like the homepage of your prospect. It's going to have everything about your prospect there for you. Remember, there's an edit button up here where you can take notes. You can edit this information. Again, we're always about the follow-up, right? So you can always reset your follow-up, call, text, email, take notes by hitting edit. I'll just go ahead and put the word great in there. You know, just so you can see it, hit save. And And there you go. But the really fun part is right here. So I see that I shared it at 6:12. At 6:13, this person watched it. They watched less than 10%. Once you get above 10, it'll go by 1% increments all the way up to 100. But let's say I now followed up with this person. I sent them a text message to follow up. I can tap on add history and then put texted prospect right here. These are all the types of actions that you'll be doing to follow up, and it'll date timestamp it right here. So make sure you use this tool to keep up with all the activity you do with your prospect, because that's going to be really critical, because that way you can follow up with 10, 12, 20 different people you can have in your recruiting cycle, but stay focused on what's going on with them. So what I just showed you is a very fast how you can share and how somebody gets into your contact management. Again, I'm going to go back to prospects down here. People get into prospects through the action of sharing videos, PDFs, of sharing your experience pack. That's going to get them into prospects. And you can see I'm in here a lot because I don't follow my own rule of existing prospects during demo. But what I can do is I can go ahead and delete myself right there, and I can delete myself right there by swiping left. On Android, you just press and hold. Very easy to manage that type of thing. So now I've got my 2 prospects in here. I'm going to delete Rylan. So what I want to show you now is how would I do a Facebook Messenger? Let's go back to share, and we'll finish up on the share and go over to sampling after this. So I'm going to go to the share button. Okay, again, I'm going to go to the share grid. Okay, and so let's say I want to share this one awesome video right here via Facebook Messenger to my friend Rylan. Okay, so I tap share. Again, we have the message. No need to mess with that. But now I only know Rylan's name, so I'm going to manually type him in. He's not in my address book. I haven't marketed to him before. And I'm going to go ahead and find him and next. And that's all I'm going to do. I'm going to hit the next button in the upper right. I'm going to go ahead and, yep, that's who I want. Well, I put Tulane Love. I don't know how that happened, but doesn't really matter, does it? Okay, so off we go. And this time I'm going to select Facebook Messenger, just like that. So go next. I'm going to go ahead and do a 24-hour reminder this time. Hit next. And here we go. It grabs Messenger and it copies and pastes the message to you, okay? So what you do is all you got to do is hit start on Messenger. It's going to come in. You can search for whoever you want. Rylan happens to be there, but you can search for him. You tap on him. Okay, you can see I used him for my demo earlier. You tap the bubble, opens, you hold and paste. Okay, just like that. It puts it in. Again, if you want to, you can change it and then just send it. And it basically is like a text. It goes out to them. It gives them everything they want. And when they watch that video, you're going to get an alert just like a text or an email, and everything else is the same. Okay, so that's great. So I'm outside the app now. So I'm going to hit my home button. I'm going to go back to the app. I'm going to go ahead and just for purposes here, I'm going to go over here and hit home button. And we're back in the app. So what do I want to do now? I want to go to my contacts, okay? I want to tap on them. Okay, there's Rylan. He's there now. Okay, I want to tap on. There you go. Yep. But you see what it's doing? It's tracking the methodology that you're doing it. Our app will remember how you're recruiting with somebody and try to assist you at maintaining that connection with that prospect via that method. There's people you're going to talk to on messengers, people you're going to text with, people you're going to, email with. So the app's going to be smart and try to help you maintain that continuity and give you that information. I'll tap on it. I'll go to the details page. Again, we've got the history, and you can see, again, you sent it by Facebook Messenger. So the app's really smart like that to help you do that. So that is basic, what I would call a share via text. Email's the same way. And then we did a share via Messenger because I want to keep this tight and get through everything tonight. So there we go. That's the basics there. So let's go back to the home page. And now let's talk about your experience pack, and let's talk about sharing experience packs and really getting conversion, okay, and how it works. So let's tap on the experience pack. So here, this is what you call your dashboard for your program here. It's going to show how many credits you have. And again, if you need more credits, you go to your back office, you can purchase them. Generally, a purchase in the back office will show up within about 1 minute in your app. So you don't have to wait long. When you need more credits, you go get them. They're going to show back up. You have to go out of this screen. You might go to another screen like the share button here, and then you might go back and you might go over to something else. But really and truly, what you're going to do is you just go out and you go back in, and it's going to be okay. And you can go to any other screen and move around down below, and it'll do that, okay? So now I'm going to go back here, and here's what I want to show you what's going on. So offer and send the experience pack. Why should you offer it versus send right away? Can you send right away? Absolutely. That involves in you putting in the address and everything. But here's my theory on this, and this has been proven across hundreds of thousands of samples going out of our system. We send out, I don't know, 11,000, 12,000 a day. It's an enormous amount. But this experience is that this is your hard-earned money. Okay, you want to offer it for two reasons. One, you want to see if that person is really willing to fill out their address. If they're not willing to fill out their address, I'm not sure how good of a prospect they may be. So first of all, offering is to make sure they're a good person who really wants it. The second reason is shipping. Most prospects type their address in more properly than you will type somebody else's address in. And that really cuts down on false shipments, and it cuts down on interruptions in getting this sample. So it's in everybody's best interest to offer first, then send. And let me show you how easy that is. So if you hit offer, what you're going to do is you're going to go ahead and see the two samples. Thanks, Kevin. Tell them it's slowing down. What you're going to see is the two different offers that are available here, and it's getting a little slow. You guys are probably really going crazy on the app right now, so I don't know why I'm having this happen. So, but basically, that's what we got going. So let me see what's going on. Maybe it's me and Air Server and my connection.
Sometimes, John, with screen share, it can happen.
Okay, so let's give it a second. But talking about offer, there's going to be two videos in there. One is for each one of the experience packs you have, okay? So these experience packs have their own path, if you will, and they're designed for that reason. And that's why we have both different ways of looking at this in that, you want to have your countries, you want to have your experience pack, and it's designed that way.
John, I'm sorry to interrupt you. Why don't we do this? I'm just going to ask everybody to get out of their app. We have literally everyone on this Zoom is on their app because I can watch it in the chat. So if everybody could just close their app, we're all using it all at one time.
Simultaneously, yeah. Give me a break. Give me a little bit of break. I promise I'll help you out here. Okay, so there we go. So there's your two offers, okay? So depending on which experience pack you want to offer, I'm going to go ahead and offer the nutrition, just to pick one. And I'm going to hit share. And I'm going to do this with a guy named Chris Couch. You guys may know that name. I don't really know. But I'm going to go offer an experience pack. We got to get everybody out of there. So hold on. Let me go back and see how it goes here. Let me hit share again. Ta-da. Here we go. I'll tell you what I'm going to do is I'm going to tap it, go out, come back in. Maybe it just needs a little bit of a reset. I'm going to go back into experience pack, and we'll see how it goes. But yeah, if everybody could get out of that. Wow, you got a ton of people on here tonight.
Oh, no, there's thousands of people on this Zoom, so you have thousands doing the same activity as you're doing it. So
I got you. Yeah,
so just need our peeps on here to just close your app out. Don't even use it. If you can for a moment, let us catch up.
Yeah, if you want to force stop it by double tapping or whatever you do on your particular phone, that'll get you out for sure, and we'll get going. But we want to get through this sequence here real quick. I don't think it's my connection. I'm looking pretty good. Let me check my my internet. Yeah, I'm looking pretty good. I got 5 bars there, so that's okay. We'll go there, and we will just see what happens. Okay. Nope, it's not happy. Yep, I do not know what happened there. That's not good. Yeah.
We are breaking the system right now because we are setting out so much.
Yeah, let me...
I like we just wrote. Someone just wrote, "We are hungry." I like that.
Okay, we gotta get a restart.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Basically, So real quick. So I'm going to go over some things, and I'm just going to talk through it for a minute. The app comes up pretty quick here, so that's good. What it is the server call. So you want to offer and send, and the reason you want to offer is they're going to put it in. But let me show you something under the alerts button. Hopefully, the alerts button will come up. We'll see if that comes up real quick. I know I have some alerts in here, but yeah, it's not being happy at all. Okay, so we will go back to the home button. Yeah, I'm going to give it a second. Hopefully everybody's off for the moment. I will go through Swipe one more time, fast start. At least that's moving quickly. Yeah, it's definitely not my connection, I think, right now. So we are going to go back in one last time to the experience pack.
John, just so you know, the whole team is letting you know this is just the beginning of the earthquake that we're gonna create. So
I got you. Yeah. Well, let me talk a little bit. I'm just going to talk through it. So basically, you want to offer it, and the reason it's so wonderful is that when you get a sample request or experience pack request on there, what happens is the alert that you get allows you to do a one touch. When you go to send a sample manually, it's about 7 steps, okay? But with a offer and then they request the sample back, the alert has a button on it that says send experience pack. Okay. And when you tap that, it takes you to the final page. You verify everything. It looks good. And all you do is one touch send, and your experience pack is in the system. It's that quick, that fast. So that's why I want you to get great at offering, even if you're talking to them and you go, yeah, I definitely want one of those experience packs. That would be awesome. Thank you so much. You say, great. I'm going to go ahead and offer it to you so you can go ahead and fill that out real quick so that it goes very smoothly. We get your address correct. And can you do that for me? And they go, yeah, I can do that for you right now. So that's really what happens here. So hold on, let me go back. And so that's really what happened. So I just wanted you to figure that out and know that. So back to the screen. So offer, then send, and then I'm going to go through a little bit about this. So I guess at this point, Mark, they might as well look at their phones if they can, but I doubt they will either. I think we broke it. But really and truly, underneath this experience pack dashboard, you're going to see your experience packs going out. You'll see your names of all your prospects going out. And as you offer it, they're going to show up in your contacts. It's great. And then you're going to see it, and it's going to go through 4 stages. Submit it. The minute you go ahead and hit send on that first experience pack, what's going to happen is it's going to go into submitted status, and you'll see a view edit. Why is it submitted and not going out right away? Because we're going to give you 30 minutes to change the address, cancel that send, because we found out through experience that a lot of that happens. A lot of prospects call you, hey, I just looked. I made a mistake. I put the wrong zip code in. I put the wrong apartment number in. So it gives you a chance to make any edits to the address and also cancel the sending of that experience pack and reloading your credit, okay? That's one reason, submitted status. So then after 30 minutes, it goes from submitted to ready to ship. And at that point, there's no longer an edit. It just says view. Then, if you'll remember, if you get your order in by 3 p.m. Central, it'll go out that day. Anything after 3 p.m. Central, it goes out the next day. Just give you an idea, okay? And then it'll go from ready to ship. And when it's finally shipped, it's going to say shipped. And then at that point, a couple things are happening in the follow-up system. And I'm going to show you something really cool here in a minute that'll help you understand the follow-up system. So once it's shipped, okay, it's going to change, and the tracking number will populate into the view button. So you will have a tracking number always there to check out how it's going along the way. That's really important to tell you, because you want to copy it, send it to your prospect, you can, but you're always going to have the tracking information. So now let's get into the follow-up system, Mark, because I can call up another graph that'll show you about your follow-up system, and this will be really excellent. So I'm going to go there now, okay?
Sounds good.
Let me get this out of here. Boom. And let me see. Why can't I get this closed?
Okay. While you do that,
go ahead. Yep.
You focus on that, and I am going to just share with people, those that weren't at the convention, that these are actually the packs. This is the nutritional experience, and this is the skincare experience. As you see in the skincare, they've got the 4 products with the magnet, and then as you can see in the nutritional, they've got the 3 products with Recover Energy and Booster. And so I'm being able to drop these little babies right on someone's doorstep. And basically in real time, I call it in virtual time, is extremely powerful. So that's one of the things you see people just excited. They got 10 out, 20 out, 30 out. Just imagine what that looks like in your organization as you're getting experiences out. And the simplicity of just simply sending this to someone and then following up, or I'm going to give some recommendations at the end of how to actually follow up and close. So Chris, are you ready to go? Let me know when you are ready.
Okay, I'm ready. I'm going to take the screen if I could.
Yep.
Okay. Here we go. So I want to talk about the follow-up system, and you think at this cool graph here, but this is actually the simplest way to do it. So if you'll start over here where it says sample sent, okay, and that's great. So what happens is day 0 is the day the sample is shipped. So again, if you do it at 10 o'clock at night on a Friday, that's not going to ship till Monday. So that's why we have this gap, whatever it is. It could be an hour because you do it that morning. It could be a couple of days if you do it Friday night, okay? And we actually stay late on a Friday till about 5 p.m. Central to make sure that we get all samples out for the weekend. So day 0 is the day it ships. So here's what's going to happen. Simultaneously, on day 0 when it's shipped, the first thing is you are getting a smart alert. You're getting a push notification to you that's telling you that this particular person will say Steve Smith's experience pack is shipped, nutrition, where go to your app and send text number 1 with the video to make sure you're staying in touch. And so you'll go, and where you go is you go to your share button on your app. And if you remember, when I tapped share, it had 2 choices, share or sample follow-up, and that, or I'm sorry, experience pack follow-up. So you go to experience pack follow-up, okay, and then you click on it, and it's going to have 2 rows of follow-up, one for the nutrition, one for the skincare. So you pick whatever one, you go into the first one that's sitting there, you hit share, and you text it to your prospect. And what it's going to say is, hey, your experience pack is on its way. It's been shipped, something to that effect, and it's going to tell you it's on its way. Basically is what it's going to do. But it's a text. And the reason we're telling you to do this is the magic of you staying in touch with your prospect throughout the entire experience pack process. Okay. So I just want you to know that's why it's so critical. You're getting a push. Simultaneously, whatever is said in this text message right here is also repeated in an automatic email campaign right here. That's all it's doing for you, okay? It's saying experience pack on the way, and it's just staying in touch. It's about getting that double whammy, if you will, to make sure it's good. Okay, and then what happens is when the experience pack has arrived on the doorstep, you'll get a second push. What are you supposed to do? Again, go into the app, go to the number 2 position, send the second video by text. And then after the trial period of this, you're going to get another push saying, hey, we want you to follow up with your prospect. And this is where you're working with your leaders and everything on how you should be handling that follow-up. So right now the app has a set of instructions, and I know we're going to be working with Mark and everybody to align what those instructions are with what he's teaching you guys to make sure you follow up properly with the experience pack, do whatever it is you need to do at the right time. And at some point along there, you want to ask for the sale. But the critical point here is that you got them all excited about an experience pack. You gave it to them for free. You want to maintain that continuity of excitement. You're basically prepping them consciously and subconsciously for a great experience. That's why it's called an experience pack. And so you can have that. And so you want to maintain that continuity by sending that text with the video here, sending another text with the video there, and then doing the magic as part of that conversion that you guys are going to do. And so that's the beauty of the follow-up. So to recap, and I'm going to be able to get back into the app here in a second, I believe, is we can basically get in and I can share it, is the magic is in the follow-up. Offering it, yes. Sending it upon the request, yes. But then pay attention to these great pushes that are going to come automatically to you so you can follow up. And I do have my app back up if you'd like me to bring it up so I can show that, Mark, because that's okay.
Yeah, go right ahead, John.
Okay, sounds good. I think I got you coming up here, and we'll get that. There we go. Share screen. Hopefully that'll get in there real quick. Hold on. There we go. It's there. Yep. So now I got to go back to my share screen, and it will come up here right now. Oh, wrong one. Stop share. Here we go. Let's try it again. Where are you, Mr. Air Server? I don't think it's there. Show all windows. Hold on. I know we don't want that one, but we'll give it a whirl. No, it's not happening. Stop share. Boy, oh boy. Okay, got that. That's working. Hold on. Let me go over to the app. Boom. Secret app. There we go. Share. It's not that one, though. I don't think it's going to. Here we go. Here we go. I got it now. There we go. Tell me if you got the app coming up.
All right, there you go.
There you go. So real quick, I'm going to go through this really fast so you can see it. You want to offer it. I'm going to pick nutrition. I'm going to hit share. There's a message, of course. You'll be able to change it. I'm going to go ahead and send it to, let me show you how existing prospects do it just so you can see it. But now I'm actually going to do a new. Let me do myself here again, just to create a new order. Yep. So I want to see it exactly how it would go. Boom, boom. Next. I'm going to text it to them. Hit next. There you go. Look how fast you can go. Tap, tap. I want to change it. And there's a good message. Send. Now, again, don't copy that link and try to stick it out onto social. You definitely don't want to do that, everybody. Okay, so I'm going to tap on it. This is my personal invitation. Get your free experience pack today. It's beautiful. Got a little video. I'm going to tap on it right here. Get my free experience pack. And here's what's great. The app already remembers everything I've given it. So it makes your prospect not have to do this. Okay. That's what I really like. Okay. I'm going to go ahead and put in an address I already have saved to make this fast. I'm going to put get my free experience pack. I'm going to use original address. And look at that. The secret member, just like that at the top here. I got this alert that fast from when I requested it. So this is the alert you're going to get from a sample request. Look how everything's perfect for you. And this is why I say do it this way. One touch. Hit that. Takes you to a confirmation page. You said, yep, that looks perfect. Send. And just like that, the experience pack has been submitted. You hit OK. You go back into the experience pack dashboard. I've got one less credit. And now I have it. Just like I said, I'm in submitted status. I can view edit. I can tap it. I can cancel the order. I can also edit the address. It's that simple to send out your experience packs. And so after 30 minutes, this is going to go to ready to ship. When it's shipped, it's going to say shipped. And then, of course, I'm going to have my tracking inside this button right here. And then once it's delivered, it'll say delivered. And again, as I said, the follow-up system, when it's shipped, you're going to get an alert. Go follow up with that text message. When it's delivered, follow up with the alert, because that's great, because you want them to get right to that doorstep. When it's delivered, it's delivered. What you really want is to get them to get right to wherever it's delivered at, doesn't get rained on, whatever it might happen to it. So you really want to pay attention to the delivered push notifications to tell you to get with your prospect and do that. So that's really the flow, Mark, of how to do that. I am sorry we had the technical difficulties, but that's how easy this experience pack program is. And I got to tell you, the experience pack is gorgeous. It's good looking. They're going to open it. And then you guys, let that pack do its magic with your follow-up the way you want to make sure you engage that prospect to get them to place the order you're desiring to have. So with that, Mark, I'd rather take some questions right now than continue talking if that's what you'd like.
Yeah, I think this is a massive Zoom. I don't know if we'd even be able to pull it off. So
okay.
We are actually going to do a different format another time where we have a couple of people manning the chat that can fire off answers into the chat as people go. And then maybe also fire them to you and I. But that's primarily what we needed, John. I'm going to actually go into some more secret specific system follow-up type things of just from a leadership standpoint of like how you drive it in your team and things. But I'm excited. I think you see some people in the chat. They've already gotten out 20, 30, 40 of these things. So people are dead serious. And I know that I told you our goal was to send out more experiences in our first month than any other one of your clients. And I think
you're on track. Yeah, you're on track. You guys are doing fantastic. I'd love to work with you. And if you ever want me to do this again and make sure the tech's ready for it, we'll do it. Okay.
You got it. I appreciate it. And then